Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to present our project of urban historical processes. We are Group 5, which Instagrams are BASTIDAS FIORELLA, CAYAS MARCELA, Gontaro Adrian, MENDOZA Peter, y VILLAFUERTE Galo. First, we have a brief introduction about the district of Comas. It has a surface of 42.7 kilometers. It is divided in 14 sectors, being the biggest one the sector 14, which is where the industry is focused. As context, the boundaries are: in the north we have Puente Piedra y Caraballo, in the east we can find San Juan de Lurigancho, in the south Independencia, and finally in the west Puente Piedra y Los Olivos. This district, according to the INEI, has a population of 520,450 inhabitants in total, which the majority of them are women, with a number of 265,938 inhabitants, and there are 254,512 men in total. Now we're gonna talk about a brief summary about our area of intervention, which is located in sector 14. And now you can see the picture of area of intervention, which is surrounded by houses and some public spaces, such as parks. But even though it has a zoning of medium density, we can find more equipment and also public spaces, such as outdoor gym equipment, which is free to use, fitness stations, then we have playgrounds, which are used more for children with slides, swings, and public structures. Then we have green area and gardens. There are large spaces for walking, relaxing, or even picnic. And then we have sport house, football, basketball, and even volleyball. And last, we have pools, often used for pedal boats or even in scenic views. Then in the near surround of our terrain, we have a lot of commerce, schools, and others.
Hello everyone, my name is Peter Mendoza, and today I'm going to begin by sharing a brief introduction about the district of Comas, which is located in the northern part of Lima, the capital city of Peru. Comas is a district with a rich and dynamic history. Although it was officially founded in 1961, its origins go back even further, especially to the 1940s, when it began to grow rapidly due to a wave of migration from other regions of the country. People came in search of better opportunities and many settled here informally. At that time, Comas was a desert landscape with a little infrastructure and very limited access to public service. In those early years, there were no paved roads, no water or electricity networks, and no formal housing. It was built through the effort and perseverance of its people. Over the decade, Comas evolved from that initial informal settlement into what we now recognize as a vibrant modern urban district, and today it is home to more than 520,000 residents, making it one of the most densely populated districts in Lima. It has a mix of residential, commercial, and public areas, and it continues to grow and develop. However, despite its progress, Comas still faces several significant urban challenges. Some of the most pressing issues include disorganized land use, a serious lack of cultural and recreational infrastructure, environmental risks, especially related to green space management, and perceived inequality and access to quality services such as education, healthcare, and public space. With this challenge in mind, our architectural project focuses on a strategic located with the district, the Sinchi Roca Zonal Park. This park is situated at the intersection of the Universitaria Avenue and Jamaica Avenue. It's a key point that connects several neighborhoods and serves as a central node for mobility and social interaction. This specific area presents an incredible opportunity for urban transformation. Its central location, existing community presence, and presence of green infrastructure make it ideal for the implementation of the inclusive, sustainable, and culturally public spaces. Through this project, we aim to reimagining the park not only as a recreational area, but a space for education, creativity, and community participation. By addressing the current gaps in the cultural infrastructure and reconnecting the community with their public space, we believe this proposal can contribute meaningfully to the ongoing development of CAYAS.
Okay, good morning. My name is Marcela CAYAS, and in this section, I present a proposal and the hearing strategy behind it. So, our project is called Sinchi Joven. It is a cultural recreational center located inside the Sinchi Roca Park Zonal Park near the intersection of Universitaria Avenue and Jamaica Avenue. The goal of this intervention is to transform and elevate public space into a vibrant area for community life, youth development, and cultural identity. Sinchi Joven was born from the need for more inclusive, accessible, and active public spaces in Comas. Although this district is large and full of life, it lacks cultural infrastructure and safe areas for young people to learn and connect. Our proposal includes a central plaza, a public library, rooms for cultural workshops, sport cards, shaded gardens, welcome paths, and flexible open spaces. These spaces were designed to be multifunctional and adaptable. For example, the flexible zone can host community fairs, educational programs, or open-air events, depending on local needs. From a mobility and access perspective, we work with existing urban fabric. Universitaria Avenue, Jamaica Avenue, and nearby roads like Tupac and Amaru connect the project to the district's core. Public transportation roads are already past nearby, and we reinforce pedestrian and bicycle access with new paths, lighting, and green corridors. Our urban approach is based on several concepts. First, placemaking. This means designing spaces that invite people to interact, reflect their identity, and feel part of something. Second, we apply ex novo strategies, turning underused areas into new activity hubs. Rather than replicating old models, we design something fresh, starting from the community current needs. We also use Jungle's principles, designing on a human scale, encouraging walkability, and creating lively public life. Around the park, we identify mixed zonings, for example, residential of different densities, schools, commercial zones, and informal commerce. This guarantees that Sinchi Joven will be used through the day by many types of people, like students, parents, workers, and elders. Inclusivity was a key element. All areas are fully accessible for people with disabilities. We also include play areas, shade space for elders, and safe walking routes for all the genders. The boundaries of the center are open, there are no walls, they are symbolic too. We wanted this space to welcome everybody and strengthen the connection between the park and the neighborhood. In short, Jersey Joven is not just a new construction, it is a strategy to create opportunities, build special social bonds, and give meaning to the space that was once forgotten. Through carefully planning, participatory design, and an inclusive approach, we believe this project can become a reference for future urban intervention in commons and similar areas.
Hi everyone, my name is FIORELLA BASTIDAS and I will be presenting the social and environmental impact of our project Sinchi Joven located in Comas Limas. Let's begin with the social aspects. As you know, Comas is a densely populated district with a rich history of self-organization and community residence. It's the home of more than 500,000 people, and nearly 30% of them are under 15 years old. This means that young people represent a key demographic in the district, and unfortunately, many of them, they have a lack access to cultural, recreational, and educational opportunities. That's why our project Sinchi Joven was designed with a strong focus on inclusion, community well-being, and our goal is to provide a safe, attractive, and multifunctional space where people of all ages, especially children and teenagers, and also young adults, can learn, create, and connect. The project includes a public library, digital classrooms, art and music workshops, outdoor theater, sport courts, and open plazas for many community gatherings. We believe that a public space should be more than just a place to walk or pass through. It should be a space that encourages interaction, creativity, and cultural identity. That is especially important in Comas, where they have many communities that they don't have a local event or grassroots cultural initiatives. In addition, the project will offer free and low-cost activities and programs that aim at skill development, personal growth, and also social integration. And now let's talk about the environmental impact. The location of our project is part of the Sinchi Roca Park, This park is one of the few large parks in Comas. However, much of this park nowadays is suffering pollution, informal use, and with our projects in Chijoven, we aim to not only build a new infrastructure, we also want to recover and regenerate the natural environment. Our project includes the planting of more than 200 native trees and the creation of ecological corridors that will connect different parts of the park. We also promote a pavement, bioswales, and rainwater management. Also, green roofs to reduce the heat island effect. Also, another important feature is the incorporation of renewable energy sources such as solar panels to power lighting and basic infrastructure. We also plan to implement rainwater harvesting systems to support irrigation and sanitary services. By doing this, we are not only minimizing the environmental footprint, we are also promoting sustainable practices in the community. The project in general has a symbolic and physical identity. Physically, because it transforms a area into a healthy, active, and accessible space, and symbolically because it communicates the idea that culture, sustainability, and community can go hand in hand, because it shows that investment in people and the environment is possible even in districts that are often overlooked, like Comas. To conclude, our project in Chijoven is more than just a project. It's a tool for social transformation, and it's a public space that will promote equality, youth development, and environmental responsibility. Through this intervention, we hope to inspire a new generation to take pride in their community, to care about the environment, and also to create a better future for Comas. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Galo Villafuerte and now I'll be explaining the economic and urban impacts of our projects in Chijoven. Let's begin by understanding the current economic situation in the district. Comas is home of hundreds of small businesses, local markets, and informal entrepreneurs. However, most of these economic activities operate in conditions of informality, limited structure, and very low access to public investments. At the same time, the district lacks well-equipped cultural, educational, and entrepreneurial hubs that can support economic diversification. So, our proposal offers an opportunity to change that. By building a cultural and recreational center inside the Sinchiroca Zonal Park, we are creating a new magnet that will attract economic activity, generate employment, and provide infrastructure that empowers the local population. The site is strategically located near educational institutions and dense residential zones. This means it will receive high traffic on daily basis in the creation of a public plaza, amphitheater, and open-air cultural space will increase the number of visitors not only from Comas but from surrounding districts. From a land use perspective, we are also transforming a forgotten and underutilized area of the park into an active and multifunctional space. This urban activation creates a domino effect. It improves perception of security, increases the value of surrounding properties, and motivate other public or private investments in nearby infrastructure. Moreover, the project can stimulate a new local economic focused on creativity, education, and sustainability. We envision programs from arts and crafts, theater, music, dance, and digital media, all developed in collaboration with the community. These cultural industries also provide new job opportunities for young people who are often excluded from traditional employment markets. Another relevant economic factor is the connectivity. The site is close to key transport corridors such as Universitary Avenue and Tupac Amaru Avenue, which means people will be able to reach the center by public transport, bicycles, or walking. This accessibility will increase the flow of people and create more economic interactions in the area. Finally, from a long-term vision, we believe that Sinchi Joven will become an anchor project for urban regeneration in Comas. It can inspire similar interventions in other neighborhoods. So to conclude, this project is not just a cultural space, it's an economic engine. It is designed to create jobs, attract investment, support local talent, and improve the urban economy of Comas in a sustainable and inclusive way.
Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Gontaro and I will close our group presentation by explaining two important components of the project. These have two topics, the theoretical aspects of the intervention and the role of the architect in a proposal like ours. Okay, let's start. First, I'll talk about the territorial context. Our intervention, is located inside Sinchiroca Zonal Park in the district of Comas. In Lima, the park is one of the largest green public space in the northern area of Lima. It is surrounded by dense residential neighborhood, local business, educational institution, and medical centers. This surrounding create an environment with high pedestrian activity, public transportation, and local industries. The park is directly connected to important roads such as Universitario Avenue, Tupac Amaru Avenue, Los Incas, and Sagara Avenue. This makes the space extremely attractive from a urbanist perspective, and it offers both accessibility and visibility. The project takes advantage of this by proposing a new cultural node that integrates the local community with the broader city through wakefully, accessible, connect design. In addition, the area a high percent of young residents and clear lack for formal public space dedicated to education, culture, and social exchange. That is why our project responds directly to the local needs. We are the local needs of the on the district. We are not just creating a building, we are refining the relationship between the people, space, and the purpose. Now moving of the role architect I will talk about. In this context, the architect is not just a designer of space, but a mediator between the theory, the community, and the future. The architect must play and understand the physical environment and the social dynamics of the site before proposing any solution. Reveal problems. No, and this includes analyzing circulation, descending, accessibility, zoning regulation, and social partners. In our proposal, the architect becomes a territorial connector, the cultural center. It's respect the existing green space and enhance the public realm and encourage inclusive and safe interaction between different users. This requires approach that is sensitive in the interdisciplinary and forward-thinking. Okay, and the architect must also consider long-term impacts. This include design with sustainability principles, creating space the area easy to maintain, flexible to adapt over time, and generate economic and social value. In this case, the architect becomes a tool for urban regeneration and civil empowerment. Another topic, all of these advance value to community and contributes to the overall urban realize of Comas. Because the architect plans not only a physical layout, but also the experience of the user, how people enter, how they move through the space, and how they save the feel in the purpose. Finally, to close our presentation, we would like to reinforce the message behind this project. The Sinchi Joven Cultural Center and Recreational, it's more than just infrastructure. It's a symbol for a transformation. It represents the potential of university space to become active and includes a place for learning, for creative, for social connection. Through this purpose, we aim to active the urban voice to real community and the position Comas not just real international but as cultural reference in the Lima Norte. It's all, teacher. Thank you.